God says, "My child, in a world where so much of your life exists online, awareness is no longer optional, it is protection. Your conversations, your memories, your finances, your identity, your work, and even your dreams are connected to devices and platforms that operate quietly in the background. Most of the time you move through your day without thinking about digital safety, assuming everything is secure because nothing appears wrong. But true wisdom is not reacting after damage is done. It is strengthening protection before problems arise. This message is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create clarity. Digital awareness is a form of self-respect. Archangel Michael reminds you that small digital habits shape your long-term security. Weak passwords reused across platforms may feel convenient, but convenience without protection creates vulnerability. Ignoring software updates may seem harmless, but updates often contain security improvements designed to protect you. Leaving privacy settings untouched may feel insignificant, but those settings control who sees your information and how your data is used. You do not need to panic. You need to be intentional. Intentional action builds digital stability just like financial discipline builds financial stability. Pause for a moment and consider how much of your life is stored digitally. Photos, banking information, personal messages, professional documents, account logins. These are valuable pieces of your identity. Protecting them is not complicated, but it requires attention. Start with the basics. Review your passwords and ensure they are strong and unique. Enable two-factor authentication wherever possible. Check your privacy settings on social platforms and confirm that your personal details are visible only to those you trust. These small steps create layers of security that work quietly in your favor. God says, "My child, awareness should feel empowering, not overwhelming." You do not need to understand every technical detail to protect yourself effectively. What you need is consistency. Make it a habit to review your security settings every few months. Update devices regularly. Be cautious about clicking unfamiliar links or downloading unknown files. Verify sources before sharing personal information. Discipline in digital behavior is the modern form of wisdom. It is calm, steady, and preventative. There is also something deeper connected to this message. Digital security is not only about protecting data, it is about protecting peace of mind. When you know your accounts are secure, you feel calm. When you know your identity is protected, you feel confident. When you know you have taken responsible steps, you feel empowered. Peace comes from preparation. Preparation removes unnecessary stress. Stress reduction improves focus. Focus improves productivity. Everything connects. Archangel Michael encourages you to see this moment as an opportunity to strengthen your digital boundaries. Just as you protect your physical space, protect your digital space. Avoid oversharing personal details publicly. Be mindful of location sharing. Review connected apps and remove those you no longer use. Protect your email account carefully, because it often serves as the gateway to many other platforms. Think of your digital presence as a house. You would not leave your doors unlocked. Do not leave your accounts unprotected. Take a few minutes after this message ends to check one important setting. It could be your password manager, your privacy controls, your backup system, or your recovery email verification. Small action taken immediately creates momentum. Momentum builds habit. Habit builds long-term safety. Digital responsibility is not a one-time task, it is an ongoing practice. God says, "My child, now that you understand the importance of awareness, it is time to go deeper into responsibility, because digital security is not just about avoiding problems, it is about building intelligent habits that quietly protect your future." The modern world moves quickly, and convenience often feels more important than caution. You log in quickly, connect accounts instantly, download apps without reading permissions, and move forward without thinking twice. But wisdom lives in the pause. That pause before clicking, before sharing, before granting access, is what separates vulnerability from protection. Awareness without action fades, but awareness followed by structure becomes strength. Archangel Michael reminds you that your digital identity is an extension of your real identity. The email account you created years ago may now be linked to banking platforms, social media, work accounts, subscriptions, and personal data. If that one account is compromised, multiple doors open at once. That is why layered security matters. Use unique passwords. Avoid repeating the same login across platforms. Enable two-factor authentication wherever available, because it adds an extra wall of defense. Even if a password is exposed, the second layer protects you. These are simple steps, but their impact is powerful. Take a calm look at your connected devices. How many phones, laptops, or tablets have access to your accounts? Are all of them still in your possession? If not, remove unknown devices immediately. Review your recovery options for important accounts. Ensure your backup email and phone number are current. Outdated recovery information can delay access if something unexpected happens. Preparation prevents panic. Panic creates mistakes. Preparation creates control. God says, "My child, be mindful of public networks." Free Wi-Fi may feel convenient, but it can expose sensitive information if you are not careful. Avoid logging into financial accounts or entering personal details on unsecured networks. If necessary, use additional protection tools such as secure connections. The goal is not fear. The goal is awareness. When you know the risks, you act with intelligence. Intelligent action reduces vulnerability. Another important step is reviewing app permissions. Many applications request access to contacts, camera, microphone, location, and storage even when it is not necessary. Take time to check which apps truly need these permissions. Remove access from those that do not. Limit location sharing to when it is required. Disable background access where possible. Your personal data has value. Treat it with respect. Archangel Michael also encourages you to maintain regular backups. Store important documents and memories securely so that if a device is lost or damaged, your data remains protected. Backups are not only about technology, they are about continuity. Continuity ensures that unexpected events do not erase important parts of your life. Planning for possibilities strengthens resilience. God says, "My child, there is strength in digital discipline. Do not click unfamiliar links without verification. Do not respond to unexpected messages requesting personal information. Verify before trusting. Even if a message appears urgent, pause and confirm authenticity through official sources. Urgency is often used to pressure quick reactions. Calm verification protects you. Calm thinking prevents loss. It is also wise to periodically search your own digital presence. Review what information is publicly visible about you. Adjust privacy settings if necessary. The Internet remembers what you share. Choose carefully what remains visible. Boundaries are not isolation, they are protection. Digital security also includes emotional awareness. Oversharing personal struggles, travel plans, or financial details publicly can unintentionally create risk. Share intentionally. Protect your privacy without withdrawing from connection. Balance is key. Healthy boundaries strengthen safety. As this message continues, reflect on one digital habit you can improve immediately. Maybe you update passwords today. Maybe you enable two-factor authentication. Maybe you clean up unused accounts. Small immediate action reinforces responsibility. Responsibility builds confidence. Confidence strengthens long-term consistency. God says, "My child, protecting your digital space is a modern form of wisdom." It shows maturity. It shows foresight. It shows respect for your identity and your peace of mind. Let this awareness become routine, not temporary. Review your settings regularly. Stay informed about updates. Continue learning about safe practices. Digital awareness is ongoing growth. God says, "My child, as you continue listening, understand that digital security is not only a technical responsibility, it is a lifestyle choice rooted in awareness and discipline." You live in a time where your phone is not just a device, it is your wallet, your diary, your workplace, your social circle, and your memory archive. Everything you value passes through screens at some point. That is why protection must become intentional rather than accidental. Many people only think about security after something goes wrong, but wisdom chooses prevention over repair. Prevention is calm. Repair is stressful. Choose calm preparation. Archangel Michael reminds you that digital protection begins with consistency. It is not enough to update passwords once and forget. It is not enough to review settings only when reminded. Make it a routine. Just as you check important documents or review financial plans, schedule time every few months to review your digital environment. Check login activity. Confirm no unknown devices are connected. Remove accounts you no longer use. Close subscriptions you forgot about. Digital clutter increases vulnerability. Digital organization increases safety. Another important layer of awareness is understanding phishing attempts and impersonation tactics. Messages may appear to come from trusted sources, but subtle details often reveal inconsistency. Check email addresses carefully. Avoid clicking shortened links from unknown contacts. Verify requests for sensitive information through official websites or direct communication channels. Calm verification protects you from emotional reaction. Emotional reaction leads to mistakes. Slowing down protects clarity. God says, "My child, protect your primary email account with exceptional care." That single account often controls access to multiple services. If it is secured properly, you strengthen the entire chain connected to it. Enable multi-factor authentication. Set up recovery codes and store them safely. Keep your recovery contact information current. These small protective measures create strong barriers against unauthorized access. Think of them as invisible shields that guard your digital presence. You should also be mindful of cloud storage and backups. Sensitive documents, personal identification images, and private files should be stored securely with proper access controls. Avoid sharing folders publicly unless absolutely necessary. Review who has access to shared documents and remove outdated permissions. Privacy is not secrecy. It is intelligent boundary setting. Boundaries protect peace. Archangel Michael encourages you to consider your social media footprint carefully. Adjust visibility of personal information such as phone numbers, addresses, or travel updates. Avoid posting real-time location details when away from home. Share experiences thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Public information, when combined, can reveal more than you intend. Protecting yourself digitally also means managing what you choose to make public. God says, "My child, be cautious about downloading apps or extensions without reviewing their credibility." Research developers. Read reviews. Check requested permissions before installation. If an application asks for access unrelated to its function, reconsider. Awareness of permissions reduces unnecessary exposure. Every access granted is a door opened. Open only what is necessary. There is also the importance of device-level protection. Use screen locks, biometric authentication, and automatic locking features. If your device is lost or stolen, these features become your first defense. Enable remote tracking or wipe options if available. Preparation for unlikely events reduces panic if they occur. Preparedness is not pessimism. It is maturity. Digital safety also includes maintaining updated software. Updates often fix vulnerabilities that attackers exploit. Ignoring updates may feel harmless, but it can leave your system exposed. Schedule updates when convenient rather than postponing indefinitely. Stability improves when systems remain current. God says, "My child, protect not only your information but also your focus." Digital safety extends to emotional security. Limit exposure to suspicious messages or manipulative content. Protect your mental space as carefully as your data. Digital discipline includes controlling notifications, reducing unnecessary alerts, and minimizing distractions that weaken concentration. Focus strengthens productivity. Productivity strengthens confidence. As this message continues to settle within you, take one practical action immediately after finishing this video. Review one account. Strengthen one password. Remove one unused app. Turn awareness into behavior. Behavior. Repeated becomes habit. Habit becomes protection. Protection becomes peace. Remember that digital awareness is not fear-driven, it is strength-driven. You are not reacting to danger. You are building resilience. Resilience ensures that your identity, your work, your memories, and your finances remain protected in an increasingly connected world. Calm vigilance is the key. God says, "My child," as this message reaches its final depth, understand that digital awareness is not a one-time adjustment but a mindset you carry forward daily, because the digital world evolves constantly and your habits must evolve with it. Protection is not built through fear or urgency but through calm consistency, and consistency begins with the decision to treat your digital presence with the same seriousness you treat your physical space. You lock your doors at night without panic because it is routine. In the same way, digital security must become routine rather than reaction. When routines protect you, anxiety decreases and confidence grows. Archangel Michael reminds you that the strongest protection comes from layers, not from a single action. Strong passwords form one layer. Two-factor authentication adds another. Updated software strengthens another. Controlled privacy settings create another. Backups secure another. Each layer works together quietly, and even if one is tested, the others remain. Think of your digital safety as a shield built piece by piece. The more layers you create, the stronger your peace of mind becomes. Peace of mind is priceless because it allows you to focus on your goals without unnecessary worry. Consider also the importance of reviewing financial platforms connected to your devices. Banking apps, payment systems, subscription services, and online shopping accounts all contain sensitive information. Check transaction alerts. Enable notification settings that inform you of unusual activity. Regular monitoring does not mean suspicion, it means responsibility. Responsibility protects opportunity. Opportunity thrives in secure environments. God says, "My child, do not overlook the importance of educating those around you." Family members, especially those less familiar with technology, may unknowingly expose themselves to digital risks. Share knowledge gently. Encourage them to strengthen passwords and enable extra security features. When you help others become aware, you strengthen your own environment. Digital safety expands when awareness is shared. Another layer of maturity is recognizing scams that rely on emotional manipulation. Messages that create urgency, fear, excitement, or pressure often attempt to bypass logical thinking. Always pause before responding. Ask yourself whether the request makes sense. Verify independently before acting. Emotional control is your strongest defense. Calm minds make secure decisions. Archangel Michael encourages you to think long-term. 5 years from now, your digital footprint will be even larger than it is today. The habits you build now will determine how secure that future becomes. Do not delay strengthening your foundation. Small habits repeated over years create stability. Stability supports ambition. Ambition thrives when risk is minimized through preparation. God says, "My child, balance openness with boundaries." The digital world allows connection across distances, but connection does not require oversharing. Protect personal details. Limit public exposure of sensitive information. Choose what to reveal carefully. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. Filters protect energy and privacy simultaneously. As you move forward, remember that technology will continue to change, but core principles remain constant: awareness, verification, consistency, and discipline. Stay informed about new features and security updates. Continue learning gradually. You do not need to master every technical concept. You need to remain attentive and proactive. Proactive behavior prevents reactive stress. Take one final reflective moment before this message ends. Ask yourself honestly whether your current digital habits reflect responsibility or convenience. If there is room for improvement, accept it calmly. Improvement does not require perfection. It requires commitment. Commit to reviewing your digital settings regularly. Commit to strengthening weak points. Commit to staying informed. Commitment transforms awareness into protection. God says, "My child, digital discipline is a modern expression of wisdom." It demonstrates foresight, maturity, and respect for your identity. Let this awareness remain active. Do not forget it once the screen turns off. Act on it. Reinforce it. Maintain it. In doing so, you protect not only your data but also your peace. If this final continuation resonated deeply with you, comment, "I protect my digital future," below. Like this video if you are ready to build layered security and calm awareness into your routine, and subscribe if you are committed to responsible habits that strengthen your safety, your confidence, and your long-term peace of mind in an ever-connected world.